To unpack this a bit more further, we're now joined by Justice Johann Kriegler. He is a retired Constitutional Court judge and he joins us via our video link. Justice Johann, thank you so much for joining us here on the late edition. Let's start off here. Of course, we've seen that most of the MPs have voted for the impeachment of the Public Protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane. Are you surprised at all how things turned out, especially with the number of members of Parliament that voted for her to be removed?
Well, Mbali, once it has become a nakedly political matter, it becomes a matter of confidence between the political parties, and the merits of the case against the former public protector become irrelevant. It's a pity, but I think it's an unavoidable consequence in the state of politics in South Africa at the moment.
When we look at the removal of the public protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, and her being removed from a constitutional office, what does this mean for a Chapter 9 institution in our country?
Bali, it's extremely serious, and it's therefore tragic that it's become a matter of party political debate. The Office of Public Protector is crucial to the preservation of democracy in our country. It was a bold move to create such an office and to put it in Chapter 9 of the Constitution, where it is safeguarded from political interference. It's a crucial point in our democracy to have an independent, competent, honest public protector doing the particular job of protecting the citizen against administrative abuse. It has failed lamentably in the case of the present public protector, who saw her role as a political role. She did not adhere to the tenets of ethics of the office of a public protector in her position. She failed in many respects to do the job competently and or honestly. She was justifiably criticized time and again by courts in which she had full opportunity to explain her position. It isn't as if she had ever had anything said against her where she did not have a full scope with legal representation, with clever, competent, smart legal representation, with eloquent, cunning legal representation at times to represent her. The findings against her on any objective, honest approach are damning. The woman was manifestly unfit for office and was rightly found to be so. The decision is not a political one. It should not be a political one. It should not be one in which party politics plays any role. It should be an objective, responsible decision by parliamentarians as to whether this particular incumbent had performed her duties in accordance with the constitutional mandate that she was given. On the evidence, there could have been not the slightest shadow of a doubt that she failed the test and should not have remained in office.
And Justice Kriegler, this is the first time in our country where we've seen a head of Chapter 9 institution is removed from office before her time. One would ask, how bad should things get and how worrisome should things be for a Chapter 9 institution head to be removed?
Mbali, the fact that there's a removal is not cause for concern. The fact that there is grave opposition to removal of a Chapter 9 institution's agent is the concern. It's the political opposition to removal of an unfit officer that is our cause for concern. The fact that Parliament could and did ultimately, notwithstanding many steps to frustrate and delay, but the fact that it ultimately could behave as it should have behaved long since is a source of comfort to Democrats. The rule of law has been vindicated, and we should feel happy tonight.
And Justice, when you look at the Public Protector's office going forward, what does it say about, our public protectors in this country, especially where we see them, or, we may see them playing in the political arena? I know that you are saying that her removal is not political, but most of the cases in which she has dealt with were really political, and it seems as if, our public protectors get more tainted, especially when they play in the political arena. Surely there's something wrong here.
Oh, there is something wrong. There's something seriously wrong. The office has gone adrift, and it is necessary that it get back on track, which will require, first of all, extreme caution and wisdom in selecting the next incumbent. The political parties should put aside all their political interests, put aside all their personal preferences, and go back to the drawing board, if necessary, to find a person of undoubted integrity, competence, standing, and confidence of the whole political spectrum in them. Frankly, I have not been impressed by any of those that I have seen come forward. If necessary, I say reopen. But whoever is appointed should have the support of every political party in order to restore the image of impartiality, of political neutrality, of objective, dedicated to the purposes for the office was created.
And Justice Kriegler, it also brings me to my next question. I'm just going to try and squeeze this in. I mean, you speak about the next public protector, and we know that Koleka Gcaleka has also been nominated to fill that position, but we've had so many political parties also rejecting her because they're basically also saying that she's just as tainted.
Yes, I don't want to comment on individuals. I don't think it would be proper for me. I think that the political decision has been taken by each of the political parties. I'm not sure that it should have been a political decision, but the decision has been taken. I sincerely trust if the current nominee is indeed appointed, there will be every effort by every political role player in the country to ensure that she is given support to establish the integrity once again of an office, the integrity of which, the image of which has been sorely tainted.
All right, then. That is Justice Johann Kriegler. Thank you so much for your time, Justice. That is Justice Johann Kriegler. He is a retired Constitutional Court judge.